Have you ever wondered why Canada is known as the Great White North? Today, we're going to unravel the story of this expansive nation, from the Atlantic to the Pacific and beyond. Canada, with its vast territories, is a patchwork of diverse cultures, each with its own rich tapestry of history. From the indigenous peoples to the European settlers, Canada's past is as varied as its landscape. Let's delve into the fascinating history of Canada, the second largest country in the world. Before European exploration, Indigenous peoples lived in the land we now call Canada for thousands of years. These indigenous peoples are broadly classified into three groups: the First Nations, Inuit, and Métis. The First Nations, comprising of many distinct tribes and groups, lived in harmony with nature. From the lush forests of British Columbia to the vast plains of Saskatchewan, they developed complex societies and cultures, each unique in its own right. In the far north, the Inuit people carved out a living in the harsh Arctic environment, demonstrating incredible resilience and adaptability. Their intimate knowledge of the land and the sea was key to their survival. In the prairie provinces, the Métis, descendants of First Nations and early European settlers, emerged as a distinct cultural group. They played a crucial role in the fur trade and the westward expansion of European settlers. The arrival of Europeans marked a significant turning point in the history of these lands. In the late 15th century, Europeans began to explore the unknown New World. The allure of uncharted territories, untapped resources, and potential trading routes sparked an era of exploration that would reshape the world as we knew it. Among these explorers were men like John Cabot, an Italian merchant who sailed under the English flag, reaching the shores of what is now Newfoundland in 1497. His discovery paved the way for future expeditions and initiated England's claim to North America. Almost 60 years later, Jacques Cartier, a Frenchman, followed in Cabot's wake. His voyages up the St. Lawrence River laid the groundwork for French claims in the region. Cartier's explorations, while significant, were just the beginning of France's involvement in the New World. The establishment of the first European settlements came in the early 17th century. Samuel de Champlain, a French explorer, set foot on the site that would become Quebec City in 1608. Champlain's settlement was a significant milestone in European colonization of the Americas. It marked the beginning of a permanent European presence, which would grow and evolve over the centuries, shaping the culture and identity of modern-day Canada. The European colonization led to significant changes, particularly for the indigenous peoples. The meeting of these two vastly different worlds would set the stage for the complex and multifaceted history of Canada that we know today. The path to nationhood for Canada was not an easy one. As we delve into this chapter of Canadian history, we'll see that the road to Confederation was fraught with challenges and negotiations, marked by a series of significant events and people. One such event was the Charlottetown Conference of 1864. Originally intended as a meeting between maritime colonies, the conference took a pivotal turn when the province of Canada, comprising present-day Ontario and Quebec, requested and was granted permission to attend. What was initially planned as a discussion about a maritime union transformed into an extraordinary dialogue about a much larger confederation of provinces. This historic event, however, was merely the first step. It took 3 more years of negotiations and the drafting of a significant piece of legislation, the British North America Act, to bring the vision of a united Canada into reality. This act, passed by the British Parliament in 1867, established Canada as a self-governing entity within the British Empire, laying the groundwork for the country we know today. In the midst of these historic happenings, a key figure emerged: Sir John A. Macdonald, a man whose name is synonymous with Canada's Confederation. Macdonald, a charismatic and determined politician, played a pivotal role in these negotiations. His vision, leadership, and relentless pursuit of a united Canada eventually led to his becoming the country's first Prime Minister, setting the stage for the Canada we know today. But Confederation was more than just a political process. It was a defining moment in Canadian history, a testament to the power of unity and compromise. It marked Canada's transition from a collection of British colonies to a federation, a new nation ready to carve its own place in the world. So, let's take a moment to appreciate the significance of these events, the people who made them happen, and the challenges they overcame. From a collection of British colonies, Canada emerged as a federation, a new nation on the global stage. Fast forward to modern times, Canada has grown into a multicultural and bilingual nation. Over the decades, this expansive country has evolved into a tapestry of cultures, languages, and traditions, reflecting its rich history and diverse population. In the realm of global affairs, Canada has made significant contributions. Its peacekeeping missions and humanitarian efforts have earned it a reputation as a peace-loving nation. The nation's commitment to global cooperation and diplomacy is unwavering. Culturally, Canada is as diverse as its landscape. Its multicultural fabric is woven with threads from all corners of the globe, creating a vibrant mosaic of traditions and experiences. Whether it's the rhythm of Punjabi Bhangra from the prairies of Saskatchewan, the aroma of freshly baked bagels from Montreal, or the sight of totem poles standing tall in British Columbia, Canada's cultural diversity is simply fascinating. Canada, the Great White North, continues to be a beacon of diversity and harmony. So, from indigenous cultures to European colonization, from the birth of a nation to the multicultural society it is today, we've traveled through centuries, witnessing the evolution of Canada. We've uncovered the heritage of the First Nations, the European exploration and the formation of this great nation. We've delved into the present day, showcasing Canada's vibrant multicultural fabric. That's a brief journey through Canada's rich and diverse history. Thank you for joining us on this ride through time.